So it looks like Disney actually signed the license deal to getting Stan Lee's likeness. That seems kind of weird, but we're going to talk about it. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. If you guys are finding me for the very first time, please do me a massive favor. Smash that thumbs up and subscribe button. That way you guys can stay up to date on all future content here on the channel. So I'm basically in the middle of a move right now. I'm actually pre-recording this video because I am moving at the time of this video being uploaded. And hopefully I get settled into the new place in the next couple days and we jump back onto the videos on a normal basis here. But a topic that I want to talk about today is the likeness of Stan Lee being used by Marvel. So Marvel Studios signs a new license deal for Stan Lee likeness rights. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. And basically, they own the rights for his likeness as well as using him for merchandise and all that stuff. So let's talk about whether I think this is a good idea, a bad idea, because this is going to be something that everybody's up for debate in. So my thoughts on it. Personally, I don't have a problem with them owning the likeness. I think Stan, and again, this is just me giving my opinion and my theory. I have no concrete information. I never met Stan Lee, don't know the man, but from what I understand and from what I read from all the documentaries I've seen from Stan Lee, he really enjoys doing these cameos. That's the reason why he's done it for so many years, not just in the MCU, but in other Marvel side projects. And it seems like something that he really enjoys doing. And I personally think that if the technology is where it is and they can use his likeness for cameos, I think Stan Lee would 100% be okay with that. It comes down to his family. Like, if his family's okay with it, then that's enough for me, because I do honestly think deep down Stan Lee would be okay with it. And I think personally it's a great way to let Stan Lee live on in the hearts of fans. You know, one thing that's really kind of been missing from Phase 4 is those Stan Lee cameos. And I would really like to see those come back. Now, I will say, just because they own the license rights and all that stuff, that doesn't mean that they're going to actually do, like, CGI Stan Lee cameos in the Marvel movies. That's not what they're saying. What they're saying is they have the rights to do that, but they also have the rights to make Stan Lee pop figures, Stan Lee books, you know, use him in comic book forms, you know, make t-shirts, stuff like that. And again, I don't know how I feel about using Stan Lee's name and likeness and making money, but it is a money-making business. And again, as long as his family's okay with it, as long as his daughter is okay with it, then who are we to judge whether that is right or wrong, the ethical idea of whether that is right or wrong? If it's okay with his daughter, who's his living heir, you know, his second Ken, you know, basically, you know, that's up to her to make those decisions. Whether we think it's right or wrong, that's basically irrelevant, if you want me to be honest with you. But in my honest opinion, I don't have a problem with it per se. Now, if they do a cameo and it looks absolutely awful, then we judge at that point. But as of right now, we're just going by from what we see and what we're reading here. And we really don't know until it actually happens. So many people are going to raise their fists. Oh, this is Disney, the corporation, making money on the dead man. You know, Stan Lee has a huge part in the MCU, in the Marvel universe. You know, we would not have Marvel today if it wasn't for Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko. So to have that man live on, you know, I think that's something we all want to do in our life, right? We all wish that our name would live on years after we pass, you know, and not just with our friends and family, but to live on, to be something more than just a mortal, you know, and excuse the term, and I'm sorry if I'm quoting Batman Begins, but to be a legend. You know, you got to be something more than a man, become a legend. Stan Lee is a legend, and let his name live on, because what that man did and what people like him, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, you know, we just lost, you know, George Perez not too long ago, and Neil Adams, both within months, really. Those guys are legends and larger in life in the field that they're in. And if there's a possibility to make that live on. You know, let's show the next generation that you wouldn't have had this if it wasn't for people like this man right here. Let the younger generation grow up knowing who the hell Stan Lee is. And to me, that's the most important part. So, guys, that's just my thoughts on it. Again, no right or wrong answers here. I wonder what you guys think, though. Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. Smash that like button. And also, guys, I will have the link in the description and pinned comment to my gaming channel. We're almost up to 1,000 subscribers. I can only do that with your support. So if you guys can jump over there and subscribe, I would appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.